See, he's back together again. See? He's okay. He'll be all right.
Wow!
Well, hello everyone, it's me, Scott. You know, that guy that you occasionally stumble across here on YouTube? Recently I uploaded a video, simply, I guess the best way to put it, yes, it was the full Monty of the life-size mannequin of Michael Myers I have here in the corner. Yeah, he's perfectly fine over there. He's safe, he's all put back together again. And I noticed as I uploaded the video, I simply forgot to show you, everyone out there, a very simple solution. As you notice on the bust, obviously there's a neck. Just go back to watch the video again, you know what I'm talking about, a neck. And let me bring out Elrod here. Yes, he's my little stunt double. The reason why, another Elrod, is because I have the same thing as I have for the NHK, obviously by handyboys.com. Thank you, Nick. And that mask, I use the same thing. A simple gallon milk or water container, you know, you get your local grocery stores. The nose, think of the nose, that's where the handle's at. It's kind of as if it's a bridge itself alone. Grant that one's, you know, it's not stuffed or anything right there, don't need to, because this is a small mask. And that, another great thing to have that right there, as I said, it could act as a bridge, but you have, obviously, it's a great way of grabbing the mask if necessary, but there's just something about that right there I've noticed with the NHK or any other mask that I choose to do so. I feel like if I need to add more stuffing, that bridge right there seems to work out pretty great. Not to, I don't know why, it just does. So yeah, that, and with the eye inserts, I use that to help support on my mask as well over there too. So that's another reason why I use the handle there as the bridge right there. So yeah, just pretend that's the neck of the bust, torso. Voila, it solves the problem right there. Obviously, it's also great to, if you need to turn the head or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, I do apologize. I know it's pretty self-explanatory, but I figured, you know what? If I'm going to show you guys, which I forgot to show you, the whole concept of what's truly underneath that mask, and it's a, well, a milk container, so it can properly, you know, stay in its place. So yeah. There's that. I do apologize. And another thing, a very good question was asked, and obviously I replied there, as I will reply, you know, more or less respond again. Yes, individual TRVDYL was basically asking about the fact that I noticed that most masks run from 22 to 24 inches. Do you think that it would be too small for a 6-foot mannequin? To answer that question again, yes, I absolutely believe in my heart, from my experience, a mask even at 24 inches is too small. And this is my opinion, by the way, my opinion alone, is too small for a mannequin at 6 feet tall. The reason why I say that, from my experience on that body that I obviously built, it's basically about 5'10". We're about the same height, give or take. And with the other masks that I have purchased from independent mask makers, a NAG mask, obviously the cover is a 24. The Cemetery Gates production by Terry Lambert, the Warlock mask, it's a 24. In fact, Terry even mentions it in the first video that I did, the unboxing of the Cemetery Gates production mask, Warlock. And I naturally wanted to see what it looked like on that body that I built, the mannequin, you know, mannequin that I built, and it naturally looked too small. I couldn't help but notice. I believe I have taken a couple pictures. I'll have to do some research. If so, I'll just kind of put it up here to show you guys. But really, it's one of those kind of things that you have to be there to really truly see what I'm talking. And it's hard to see it two-dimensionally, but to actually be there, I just thought a 24, believe it or not. Granted, when I'm wearing it, it looks perfect, and yet I'm naturally bigger than that bust over there. So yeah, it's very odd. Yes, it looks perfectly fine. I guess it's because I'm a human being that's actually reacting normal in a mask, and this in a mannequin, it's just sitting there. But yeah, that's like I said, that's just my opinion alone, because the NHK is a size 25. And to me, it looks perfect on that size of a bust that's obviously a little smaller than me. So hopefully that kind of gives you an idea if you are looking to do something like what I did. If you haven't experienced it already, per se, like say you're doing some research online or whatnot, I hope that helps you out a little bit, give you an idea if you're looking to do something similar yourself. So be very careful if you're like even shopping online, like eBay, Amazon. You kind of want to get a good idea of a good indication of what that bust size is. If it's, in other words, if it's very similar to what I have, or even just the typical, you know, if you want to do what I've seen, which I'm thinking about doing down the road, as a smaller bust. And so yeah, keep that in mind too. So before I actually end this video, I figured I also want to show you guys something else as well. When I was at Foy's, actually one of my subscribers, and I subscribed to him as well, actually asked in a video at Foy's if there was a certain mask up on the shelf. And I went back to Foy's again not too long ago, and I did mention to him, as I'll kind of show you now, what was there. Andrew, you and I both have the same opinion on this. Yes, this is the Rubie's Halloween 4. Now, before I get into this, and once again, this is strictly my opinion and my opinion only, because I don't want to upset anybody who's watching my channel. I don't want to insult anyone that's watching my channel, because I absolutely refuse to do that whatsoever. I'm never going to do that. We all have a right to our own opinions. We all have a right to our own tastes, our own, you know, whatever it may be. There are so many masks out there. We're very fortunate that there are creative individuals like yourself, if you're watching, that is able to do incredible jobs of these masks or sculptures alone. This particular mask, through history, not this one, but the Halloween 4 mask, whatever the proper name is for it, I just say the Halloween 4. The one that George Wilbur, obviously the actor stuntman who plays in Halloween 4 and Halloween 6, this was the mask that obviously there are some of us out there that don't particularly care for it, and there's others out there that absolutely love this mask. Now, the Rubie's Halloween 4, from what I understand, and I'm no expert at this, Rubie's is the company that is responsible for the mass production of this, kind of like Tots is for their line in the Halloween franchise, and I believe it's also Halloween 5 that Rubie's does the mass production for. I'm not positive. That's what the comment section is down below. You can educate me on that. And another reason why I'm not extremely well educated about this particular mask when it comes to Rubie's, or as a whole in general, I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not a huge fan of this design, this concept, this Halloween 4 mask. I never have been. Why the hell did I purchase it? For a couple reasons. If I kind of want to go ahead and get them all from the Halloween franchise, because it's been my absolute favorite out of all. Between the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Halloween, actually I'm more of just a simple general, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. But as Halloween, it's always been my favorite. Even though there might be certain things about certain movies that I may not enjoy or agree or whatever, but however, when it comes to the masks, I figure, you know what? If I'm going to go ahead and get a Halloween 4 and get it from Rubie's, I might as well go ahead and get it right now, you know, for the price, instead of paying someone else. No offense to you independent mask makers, you know I have the highest respect for you guys. You're so damn talented, it's not even funny. But when it comes to this particular, I'm going to go ahead and go with, and no insult to Rubie's fans, but I figure I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. Another reason why I brought out the Elrod mask. The Elrod mask, as we all know, who's been finding with Tots, is a small mask. Same thing here. I mean, it's not just the eyes that you can tell, but it's a small mask. When I had put on the L-Rod, whoo, I felt like a little kid should be wearing this. The same thing for the Rubie's Halloween 4 mask, even tighter. I didn't think I was going to be able to get it off without it ripping, to be honest with you. And as a reminder, I'm like 5'10", just a basic, you know, you get the picture. But yes, that's another reason why I brought out the L-Rod, to give you an idea if you were kind of curious about the size of this. So, that being said, if you are wanting to collect all of the Halloween masks, if you haven't already, if you were kind of curious about this size, and maybe they make more sizes other than just this one right here. I don't know. I have no clue. Once again, that's what the comment section's for, to educate me or others as well. So yes, this is the Rubie's. The mouth does have access to open. The eyes are very small. When I purchased this, there was 2 of them there. This was actually like the display model. There is tons of bags in this thing here. I mean, tons of bags in this little guy. I've had it now for, I want to say, at least 2 weeks or a week. I'm not quite sure. Seems like it's been a couple weeks. And it's taken a little while for it to kind of fill out a little bit. I've been messing around with it. I've actually been trying to get the eyes to open a little bit without destroying it. The eyes, however, do look a little bit better. Now, I know there's a lot on this particular mask, and it is, well, it seems like there's some flash left over, if that makes any sense at all. But like I said, I don't want to mess with it, because who knows, maybe someday this might be a collector's item. You never know. I mean, come on, think about it. We all know that damn Captain Kirk mask. When they went out to purchase it, it was less than $2 at the time. Now look at the prices. See what I mean? So you never know. The hair. I think it's very similar to the Tots Halloween 2. That camel hair, I believe. Believe it or not, this one actually, I haven't really had it nearly as long, but this actually seems to hold up a little bit better. I haven't put anything in it. I've just left it as is. Like I said, the only thing I did was put tons and tons of the grocery bags in here, you know, to where it's actually filling out, because it had this indentation right there that was driving me nuts. And the neckline itself, as you could tell, hopefully, you know, it's traditional as the Halloween 4. It's, you know, not as big as the Halloween 5, but yeah, to be perfectly honest, the longer I've had it, and I don't come home looking at it every day, I'm not as bothered by it as I used to be. Maybe because I actually have one now. And hopefully someday down the road I'll be thankful that I purchased this item. Not just because all of a sudden it's going to be worth so much, but, you know, my gut told me to go ahead and grab it. It's, you know, it's not going to break the bank or anything like that. So I figure, well, just go ahead and get it. If not for me, for the viewers, or, you know, whatever. Who knows? Lord knows I have purchased other things that I regretted later so much more than, and I'm not regretting this, but you get the idea. Be very careful about these masks that you see online. They make it look so much better than what it actually is. So keep that in mind too, so when you're out there purchasing, you know, these masks online. I'm doing the best that I can to give you guys a good angle, a good view of this mask. Like I said, it is what it is, folks. It truly is. It is what it is. It's not, but then again, the Halloween 4 mask was never much detailed that much as it was. I mean, even when George Wilbur was wearing it, it looked so much different than just the general scene of him holding it, or any other extra scenes that I've seen him holding the mask. So yeah, I'm not going to do a video down the road of me reviewing this as I'm wearing it, because like I said, it is just way too tight for me. So yeah, no, I could wear it in my hand, but that's about it. So yep, that's pretty much about it. Did you tell him about Michael real quick? Let him know that he's okay. Did I forget anything? No, I don't think so. Yes. Now go ahead. I'll go ahead and say it. I have made it very clear almost every video that I have done, I believe, describing about a certain unboxing. And I know there's already a handful of you out there that's more or less mentioned that they're looking forward to that. To get a little confirmation, I don't want you to think that I have been BSing myself or you. I did receive some information on the tracking of this particular package. So it should be here soon. Yes, I know I've mentioned it more than once, more than twice. I do feel like a little kid right now at Christmas. I feel like the 25th of December can't get here soon enough when it comes to this particular item. Now, I'm trying my best not to get my expectations too high. Granted, I have 100 complete confidence in the individual that's sending me this item. I'm not at all the slightest bit worried about it. And yeah, I just wanted to give you an update on that situation. I'm hoping that my next video is that one, but I don't want to make any promises. I know I've probably said too much already, but I at least wanted to let everyone know out there that that unboxing is technically on its way. It should be, unless the world, no, don't say that. Okay, so just shut up, Scott.